might never fly, but I wanna have fun all night. I could've took his girl if I wanted it, but I ain't into throwing dirty laundry in the public. I can always make something out of nothing, cause I know how it was when it wasn't. Falling ships of murder that she wrote. Combination, always drink and smoke. Apathy could help the way I roll, cause I'm selective on how much I show. Time will tell, don't show me what I know. Know your worth to only go for broke. You look good, but act just like a hoe. You look good, but I really want nothing but a good time. I ain't here for the fuck shit, paying no mind. If you're trying to show me substance, bring it on by. I really want nothing but a good time. I really can't stress this enough. I always gotta keep it at a buck. I rather have money than lust, but I'ma look twice if she got a big butt. I have a hard time with trust. Part-time love is a new fine drug. It's okay, I'ma fill my cup. It's okay, I'ma still turn up. Pull up, girl, to Barry White. You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, to Barry White. I love the dancing, I love the night. Pull up, girl, to Barry White. You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, to Barry White. I love the dancing. I really want nothing but a good time. I ain't here for the fuck shit, paying no mind. If you're trying to show me substance, bring it on by. I really want nothing but a good time. Why don't you just pull up, girl, to Barry White? You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, to Barry White. I love the dancing, I love the night. Pull up, girl, to Barry White. You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, to Barry White. I love the dancing, I love the night.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Grown Talk with Goddess. How's everybody doing this weekend? Before I get to my very, very busy week, which I had and is finally getting ready to start to come to a close and an end, and thank you, God, I got to give my thanks to Truth.
Why?
Because I always do, because I'm grateful for you.
Oh, man, we're grateful to have you a part of the True Vibe family. It's a pleasure to do this show. I learn something new every week. And, you know, your following is definitely beautiful.
Yay! Get all warm and fuzzy inside and stuff. As I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, I was, like, diagnosed with some type of, like, deep chronic eye disorder. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, we know what that was. Can't take everything in the eye.
Yo, listen to me. My eyes, they cross when I be driving. I don't know what's going on. I had my photo shoot today, and I got a picture I'm gonna show you guys in a second. But it was hard to focus on the camera. And then I wanted to go. Are you
supposed to focus on the camera during the photo shoot, or you were supposed to stare at something near the camera? How does that work?
He gave me different points of objects to look for. You know, like he can see me from the camera view of how I look in a certain way.
Right.
You know, so he definitely guided me. Zuri, and shout out to him, actually did.
You should have brought him with you today.
Yeah. He's actually got a pregnant wife at home. So, you know, he was happy to get out that cold forest with me. He'll probably get home to her. But he did my shoot for the pictures that I have with the red roses in the hot tub.
Right, right.
And if you haven't checked those out, make sure you check those out on my Instagram page. UR_goddess35. He did that shoot for me, and that was my first time shooting with him. And
we're gonna get you a website.
Yeah,
Goddess is gonna be 3 months. Goddess will be up to par.
Okay,
Enough of this Facebook shit. We're gonna get you a website.
Yay! Look, I tried to do one on my own through Winx.
Yeah,
I didn't know what I was doing.
We got you.
All right, so we'll have a website up. But Zuri did a good job today. We have an amateur picture that was taken from my phone my little Samsung Galaxy. Nothing too impressive, but I will get that up on the screen. That was actually taken by one of our viewers, Prodigy Malenko Powhatan, so shout out to her. She's actually sitting here today, but she can't say nothing because she's sitting here today.
You put her on punishment because she ate the candy you wanted.
Listen. I had a long day. I couldn't even bring her home, so I forced her to be my my audience. So, shout out to her.
Show the pic?
Yeah, let's show the pic. Throw the pic up. That's me. And I was in the forest, and my original plan was to have the pictures taken in snow. So I went with a white lace a couple of months ago when I decided which dress I wanted to do. And it worked. You think February we'll have some snow on the ground. We didn't. So it was upsetting, but I'm like actually fresh off of that shoot this afternoon. We finished at about 4, and I got here a little while ago to do the show.
So question.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't, I'm seeing logs and shit. You wasn't trying to tell them I'm scared of tripping or something?
Yeah, we had to walk through like mud and we were in the middle of nowhere, and you know we were definitely tripped up on a bunch of the stuff that was coming up. But I've done crazier things at photo shoots to capture.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like you about to pop. Talking about water breaking on air. But I'm looking at it. And I was scared for you. I wasn't there, but I'm looking at all these logs and branches and shit on the ground, man.
Yeah. It was definitely an adventure to get to where we were, but we had to stand in the right spot because although we were in a park in Fairlawn, when we took the pictures, there were actually people who lived in houses not too far, so we didn't want to get the houses in the picture, so we had to go deeper more into like the middle of the forest where a deer could have run out or anything that was up running around and alive.
So did you have something on while you're walking, or this is what you was wearing while you're walking? You didn't have like a robe or anything?
I had this very outfit that I'm wearing right now on. I did.
I ain't fucking with you.
Listen, I said I was...
I said I ain't fucking with you.
I was fresh off my shoe. I just finished this, my shoe.
Like... I understand that. What I'm saying is like, you walking through the forest like this instead of like having a robe or something to, get there. You don't want to get it dirty or whatever. But
nah,
it looked like it was beautiful.
Yeah, we had a really good time. It was a really nice shoot, and I cannot wait to show everybody like the edited versions of my pictures after, they've been worked up a little bit and everything else.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So this week on Facebook, a couple things happened to me. I ended up getting a picture of somebody's genitalia sent to my phone via text message, and the text.
How did they get your phone number?
Yo, I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know who it was. And it was a picture of, his genitalia, and he's asking me, like, how much is it going to cost me to get you to take this down? So I took the picture, and I asked the guy who he was twice. He didn't want to tell me who he was. So I took the picture, and I completely fuzzed it all out for Facebook. And
that's what that was. I saw, I was like, Shout out to Goddess Simone. She's here.
Hey,
she's
Simone.
Like,
hey, Goddess Simone.
Pretty picture.
Thank you.
Look beautiful.
Thank you.
Girl/woman with no life is here. Yes, you are. Stop that. You always have life. We appreciate you taking the time out of your busy life to always show us love.
For real, thank you.
You definitely really have to let us know if you're in the tri-state area. We would love to get you in here.
For real, absolutely. And thank you so much for that compliment. So about the Facebook post, that's what it was in that picture. He had his, junk out, and I left the phone number up at the top of the screenshot.
Oh, now it makes sense.
Right. Asking anybody on Facebook, like, whose number is this? A couple of messages down, he was like, I've seen you on Facebook before, so I know you can definitely take this 9 inches. Like, he kept going on and on. So what I did was one day I posted in the comments where people, had a chance to speak on the picture and call him thirsty and all types of crazy stuff. I posted the unedited picture and got thrown in jail on my main Facebook page.
Why would you post an unedited picture?
Because my sister was peer pressuring me into doing it.
Okay. She tell you to jump off the bridge. You gonna do that shit?
Probably. For my little sister, Kari.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. She's
Oh, you're in the Midwest. Oh.
Oh. Well, we
But
appreciate
thank you for the love. Exactly.
Mhm. Absolutely. So my main page got thrown in jail.
Deservingly.
And
You knew better than that. That's a dedicated. Come on now.
I know. I learned my lesson. No more.
I would say that dudes, be honest with you, that shit's played out now. Real talk.
Mhm.
Dick pics are played out. I don't give a fuck what it looked like. Nobody knows if you can work it.
Right. It's true.
And nowadays, people ain't really trying to find out. They don't know nothing about you. Like a chick with a fat ass. Okay, she got a fat ass. And, like, because I always see, you know, young ladies always ass shots, bathing suits. I'm like, chick, take a picture in the kitchen cooking.
Word.
You want to excitement and like for me? You want a comment for me? Open the refrigerator or something.
Or you could be like me and do a complete photo shoot in the kitchen.
There you go.
I wasn't cooking, but it looked like I was, and I made it look good.
There you go.
All right. So this week's topic on Facebook of the week, I had two of them. They both generated really, really, really good responses from my silly ass friends. We'll put the one up if you're stuck in the room first. Talk about that one. You're stuck in a room with everyone you ever had sex with. What's your next move? This was actually given to me by one of my Facebook friends to post up because when he posted it on his page, it didn't generate as many
as he would like.
Right.
Oh man, show love. It's a great topic, man.
Yeah.
Great topic. I would say this: as far as me, there isn't enough room. Yeah, the L couldn't fit in here.
You know. Oh my God.
No, I mean I went through a phase, so my body count is really, really long, like really long.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're stuck in a room with every one of your exes,
No, everyone you ever had sex with. Mm-hmm.
What's your next move? I mean, now I'm in a relationship. I'm like avoiding. I mean, yeah, you would try to have conversations with, those that you're cool with. Hey, how's everything? Stuff like that. And the ones that, you're not, you could give two shits about. But if I was single, I'm trying to fuck.
From the minute I posted this on my Facebook page, I had nothing but jokes. I would hope that some of these would be jokes. I said that I would play a game of Uno. Why not? Let's play some Uno. Let's talk. I'm not trying to have sex with none of them again. If you're my ex and we're still not in contact with if we're not in contact with each other, force sex when I've wanted it, as you being an ex, and we have to be in a room together, stuck together on some random shit. I don't want you if I've already had you. Oh, that's just me. I'm weird like that.
Shit, out.
Shout out to Whitney Rodriguez. She said she was leaving and that she would be leaving straight out the window.
Damn, girl, what kind of dude you messing with?
Stephen Boswell said that he's going to have sex.
Holla.
LeBarrick Hutchins said, put Trey songs on Panty Dropper.
Damn.
Lord. Eric Sanchez, he said, how big is the room?
Exactly.
Jamal Williams, Tony, a.k.a. Tony, and he's texting me. Half of them, 75% of them. He says, depends on what's around us and how long we got to be there. Doe Johnny said counterclockwise with a crazy looking emoji. Raymond Peebles said he's going to make some magic. No, but you hear this. This is what you're doing if you have exes in the room, right? Why haven't you been trying to do this shit all this time?
Well, I mean, they're exes. You put us into... It's not like, we're reaching out. We're trying to, reestablish, recommunicate anything or any of those situations. It's just more lines, okay, we're stuck in a room with our exes. What we're going to do? Mm-hmm. All right, we're not friends. Mm-hmm. We have fucked. You know, and a lot of my exes are into women, so like
Oh my God.
we're gonna have some fucking fun.
I can't. I can't. Joe Mary. Yo, shout out to her. I love her. I actually hope she comes up here for our 20-year reunion. She said she's having sex with everyone again. And she was the only woman on the post that said she would hook up with all of them again. Stacy Gonzalez, shout out to her. She said, well, none of them were really ever good at what they did, so I guess we'll start by giving them some pointers.
Okay, hold on, boo boo. I ain't gonna let you sit here and drag men down a hole like that. If every single man you've ever had sex with is in a room and you're saying that they didn't do what they should have done, that's your fault, boo boo. I don't know how bad a sex she has to be to say that.
I don't know.
I mean,
You said how bad sex does she have to be?
Well, you really think about it. If you had, I'm talking about everyone you've ever had sex with.
Mm-hmm.
We've had people where we like, damn, like if she see me in public, I hope she ain't tell nobody I just dropped a dud. You know what I'm saying? Or situations where, yo, I'll bust her ass. But if you can't say all of those things, then it's got to be you.
Yeah.
Not every single person you've slept with
Right.
has it done you justice. Then it's you.
All right. So let's take that what you just said, completely left field, pew, to a whole nother completely different topic. If you've been with that many people and none of them have been good, it's got to be that she's the problem.
Absolutely.
Girl has 3 or 4 different baby daddies. None of them married her.
Have?
None of them married her. Does that mean she's the problem?
Absolutely.
Yo, you know what? Me and you fighting parking lot downstairs after the show.
Man, all I gotta do is mush your ass. It's just, and this is what I'm saying for more of this. I'm not saying that maybe she is or isn't pretty or anything. What I'm saying is the communication was lacking.
Yeah.
I'm not just talking about how good she may or may not look. At the end of the day, you've had sex with more than 3 people. You said she got a couple of baby daddies. All right, I'm gonna be nice and say 15 people, and it's probably double that. But at the end of the day, if you haven't experienced true satisfaction, you're not communicating.
Well, that's like me.
And it's just more, but you've had satisfaction. So there are some kind of communications going on.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying, all right, best head, best this. No, like if you haven't been satisfied at all, I'm pointing the finger at you.
Yeah.
Through all those dudes, you had to run across some dude who had some experience. I don't care what he packing, but he had some experience, and you're saying you wasn't satisfied. You the problem, boo-boo.
I guess. Shout out to Tony. He said, it's an uncomfortable experience to be around former acquaintances and exes as it is. Sex can and might as well break the ice. Which he's right about.
I mean, here's the thing. You fucked them already. Again, you're in a room with a bunch of them. I know who to avoid. I know where I dropped duds at, where I was inexperienced, when it was all about me, when I didn't know that foreplay is the greatest part of sex. You know, and then you know the ones that you want to kind of like walk where she walked. Like, damn, that shit was fire. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about relationships here. We're like, all right, we're all stuck in a room. We all gonna get an itch. Might as well scratch it.
You know what? I don't know. A couple of them were bad. You know what? Maybe I'll say I'll pick and choose maybe like one of my favorite exes.
We know you're lying. But it's just more lies of like, no, serious.
Yo.
Because you're seriously like, everybody you had sex with, even if the sex was not the greatest, there are things about that person that you care. Like, there's a woman that I actually generally had phenomenally love for. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Head was phenomenal. Box was whack as hell. But I loved that girl, so I would still engage in sexual act.
Sheesh.
Just to get the head, to finish off with the box. But I've had love for her. Like, generally, like, I care for that.
What makes the box trash? Yeah, I've been wanting to ask somebody this for a long time.
I think at that time, it might be better now, but at the time we were young.
Okay.
And, you know, I've had a lot of experience around the time me and her hooked up, so I guess her lack of knowledge, and like I've tried to work with her. I talked with her. Like, I need you to move your hips and all that. And she tried and she just couldn't get it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Like, if she called me, she told me she needed something or whatever, I would help her out. Not on some trying to fuck with her shit like that, but like, I had general love for her.
Listen, you should want to see what's going on with her now.
Nah, I'm good.
Listen, like that meme says, you ain't if you fucked me over 10 years ago, like I'm a porn star now compared to how I used to.
Yeah, you never know. Cause like again, like if I work with you, I talk, but I like head nigga, I line up in line. I would line up. That is the greatest I've ever had in my motherfucking life. But it's just more lines of like everything. Like when it came to everything else, like I would sit and talk to her. She knows things about me that a lot of other people don't know. Like that was general love. Like we cared for each other. We spent years together.
Okay.
But it's just more lines of like, yeah, now I'm good on that right there.
Okay. All right. Back to my comments on this topic here. David E. Jenkins said he's fucking everybody.
Holla.
Uncle Beta saw Real Drake first said we're gonna get along and we're gonna get it in. It's mostly the men. Y'all are too much.
Well, you have to. It's the truth of it. You know, women are more emotional.
Yes.
And men, we're not.
Yeah, and that's another reason why it would be ideal if you're stuck in a room with your exes that you had sex with, or men that you just leave.
All right, put it like this. I've had about 6 relationships in my life. I'm 44, about to be 45. All right? And I've had hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of sex partners. So the fact that, I've had that many sex partners, but only a handful of relationships says a lot about me. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really trying to have conversations with a lot of individuals. It's just like, I remember that there's one chick, she had a lazy eye. It was sexy to me. She was pretty, but it was just like that to me about her made her sexy to me. You know what I mean? And others, it was, the fact that the chick was bow-legged. So it was a lot of different things. It wasn't, like I said, ass, titties, whatever situation may be. But like I said, as you grow up and you start to get more experience, you start to deal with different type of women.
Yeah. Okay. Wilma, shout out to her. I love her. She said she's going to stand there and wait for the drama to happen, which is what I would expect to happen as well.
All right. So that's Wilma's telling you she cheated on a lot of motherfuckers. I'm telling you right now. And she said, serious. Because, like, men can be some bitches. I'll give you this. But a man can be around other men with the woman that they've had sex with. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Unless it's like, someone like his cousin that were, really, really good friends or really good family fucked someone behind their back. Yeah, that's different. So, but to have different people in the same room and have drama, there was some shit in it. So Wilma was fucking somebody's best friend.
Yeah, you know what? And they both there.
Exactly.
Both there.
Somebody there. Like I said, with one of my exes, I was in a barbecue. And she had sex with 5 people there.
Oh, my God.
And I was cool.
Yeah.
I was cool as a cucumber.
Listen.
And people was like, well, how could you be cool? I said, is she trying to fuck him now? Or they trying to they trying to disrespect me? Like, niggas might do some slick shit, but they gonna do it in my fucking face.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna fuck who you here with. Mm-hmm. But it's just more lines of like, I'm not gonna give anybody power over me like that. Mm-hmm. At the moment you may want her, but where the fuck she sitting right now?
And listen, if I'm sitting someplace and there's 5 other guys that I've slept with in there, I'm out. I am so offended and I feel so awkward. It's never happened to me and it won't.
Why would it feel awkward?
Because they all know.
Right, but like it's not like
they go someplace and start comparing notes and shit like, yo, did she suck your dick like this?
I mean, he was fucking with the wrong motherfuckers.
She dropping on
because any nigga talking about anything he did with another chick is a bitch.
Yo, that's all men. All men that I know.
I don't do no shit like that.
Man.
Most I ask a dude was like, yo, Shorty, did you right? He'd be like, yeah, that's it. I don't want no blow for blow details. It's not my business. And if she was that type of chick, we fucked her together. But other than that, I ain't trying to hear no
Yo,
details.
his life is so crazy compared to mine. What's our age difference? I'm hoping like within the next 7 years, I have some of these adventures that you've had before.
You don't want him.
Why? I need shit like that.
I would change. I would take back every individual I had sex with to be with the one person that truly knows me, respects me, and gives a fuck about me.
Okay.
Body counts is over fucking rated. It's to beat your chest, and at the end of the day, it gets you nowhere.
Yeah, that's for sure.
You fuck this one, fuck that one. You want a medal? You know what I mean? Most motherfuckers out here, men and women, that using their bodies and they're like for sex and money. There's some sad motherfuckers right now because they lonely.
Yeah.
And I tell you this, most people think women like Kim Kardashian, well, I ain't gonna put her in this category. Most men would say like Halle Berry, Beyonce, I think Christina Milian is sexy as hell. Like really, really pretty chicks, and they all been fucked over.
Yeah.
So it don't matter how pretty you are, a nigga will still cheat on you.
Yeah.
And I was always told this, and I don't believe in it, but like, for every bad bitch, there's a nigga tired of her shit.
That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. Listen, I like to consider myself as a bad bitch. And
There's a nigga so tired of your shit. But I mean, that's what I said, because, a lot of times we get caught up in our hype. We get caught up in a lot of shit. And back in the days when I was in my street days and shit like that, you get caught up in the money and this and that, and, you don't really, like, give a fuck about the individuals you fucking with.
Yeah.
It's just more lines, all right, I need something nice on my arm because I'm going to this event.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, we look at it from a certain standpoint as far as, like, clothing or jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going here, first time here. A lot of people going to be there. I need a new outfit.
Okay. Yeah, that's for damn sure. Or you could be like the one that I know that just, for whatever reason, pops up and out in the same outfit every time I see him. Or every time somebody sends me pictures of him, which makes me so proud to have to.
He needs you to buy some more shit. We got it.
Yeah, I'm done with that. Patrick Lenorth. He said that he's going to pick his favorite too. And harpoon that whale in my Captain Ahab voice. You know what? Ahab.
I feel him.
His favorite. At least he's picking out his favorite too.
Well, I mean, that's a person who, sex ain't that. Sex isn't, to me, I always say, sex isn't what it's cracked up to be. Yes, it's very important, but if you judge everything you do just on the physicality of it, you're going to be a miserable motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I give him mad credit for saying, you know what, I just picked two of the best and then had some fun.
I said I would pick one, and you said you didn't believe me.
Yeah, I don't. But me, I'm like, I'm single. Shh.
Yeah,
It's
you
gonna
know
be.
what?
Well, honestly, be real with you, I would have to only pick the ones that like women.
Yo,
No, because I tell
can't.
you, if everyone's not getting touched, it's not a threesome. It's not a group sex.
Oh, okay, here we go with this. Yo, and two women and one man cannot have a threesome, right?
No, two women and one man, yeah, they can. But here's the thing I'm saying. Everyone has to be touched. For these guys, or you're taking turns. Okay, well, you're messing with two girls, but the two girls really don't want to touch each other. That's not a threesome, nigga. You're taking turns. You know what I'm saying?
But what if you got two women that are engaging in a threesome with a man that are not into each other?
Shout out to Craig. Shout out to Michelle there. Here. Craig said he gonna light up
Hey.
a few blunts, and I got Shell laughing. Now, what you were saying?
Yeah. Like, say for instance, the two women aren't really into each other sexually.
Well, this is what I'm saying. In order to have people, listen to me, people. You want a real fucking threesome, you're gonna find two women that love women. There's no reason to fuck with them who don't want to touch a woman because they're sitting there waiting their turn. So at the end of the day, okay, what you gonna have to kiss one, finger another one, and I don't believe fingers belong in a vagina. So it's just more lines of like, she's not getting sucked, she's not getting touched, she's not getting licked. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy. Now, a woman can have two men. She just got to take it from the back and the front. Or if she's brave, she could do the double penetration. But I don't think that's cool because I think that's gay as hell. But it is what it is.
I was just about to ask you about that. I heard that was like one of the top rules.
She's like,
to a
what's my
threesome.
take on this? So you know she was going to ask that, right?
Oh,
Michelle?
yeah.
You should have logged on early. You'd have heard it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And Tony said that you speaking facts on the threesomes.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, people, women, you want two men, have two men. You got to be fucking and sucking. Serious. And I'm sorry, any man doing double penetration, that's some gay shit. Sorry.
You know what?
Because your balls is going to be hitting each other.
Absolutely.
And if you know what it is? You don't want to be a nigga on the bottom.
No.
You don't want to be a nigga.
The balls won't touch. They will not touch. The way I'm thinking about this double penetration
got some
going.
small ass balls. But I'm just saying, like, because you gotta understand, the vagina and the anus is like centimeters apart.
Yes, it is.
And one nigga's gonna be bigger than the other, whatever situation be. So a nigga gonna fall out. So if a nigga fall out while he trying to pop, and when he fall out, he brushes up against your balls or your asshole. That's a gay ass position. I'm sorry.
It's only for sex, man.
No double. No, I don't want no.
It's only for. It's okay.
It's not okay for a nigga to miss her hole and try to hit yours. No.
Back to the comments on Facebook. Stupid ass. Damon Scott said he's gonna start a fight so that everybody leaves. Good.
I mean, Damon been doing some fucked up shit. You just like the other young lady, Damon. You was fucking people, cousins and friends and shit. Damon like, I'm uncomfortable as shit in here. Fight. Take the attention off of me.
No, you too much. Javon said he's trying to see who's trying to still show him the pink. His freaky ass.
All right, homie. Yo, I'm going to teach y'all, homies. You should know who you can fuck, who you can't fuck anymore. You should know who you can fuck and who you can't fuck.
Because if that's the case, then why do you guys all have to be in one room together in order to start fucking?
You made the comment, so we going off of your... We don't know what the situation was that got us here. We just know we're here.
Oh, my God.
So what I'm saying from this standpoint, if you're in a room with a bunch of your exes and you don't know who you can still fuck and who you can't, you ain't do something right, homie.
Yeah. Anthony Pete Thompson, he said he's out. He's not even staying.
Anthony fucked over a lot of women.
Marion Simmons says, see who still got it?
I see. Thank you. See, I love women keeping it real. Like when she marries, she's like, yo, back in the day, you used to have it. See if you still got that.
Yeah. Let's see if we still got it.
See if you still got that stamina, that energy.
Lanisha, she said she's going to start a fight. Sean Gist, he said it's going down.
Shout out, Sean.
Dave Wise, he said, who's down to play Twister? See, that's what I'm talking about. He said, play Truth or Dare. Guess what you all have in common? This D. D. Shepard said he's going to fuck them all. Yeah, you said what?
He ain't getting no pussy.
Yo, you know what? He said D. Shepard said he's going to fuck them all again. I don't know, y'all. Y'all are some freaky ass people. I can't see myself doing it.
Here's the thing. We don't know what got us in this room together. But if you're in a room with all of your exes, you know what I mean? And you, like I said, you're single, you're not fucking with nobody, you're not in love, you're not happy, something going down. Mm-hmm. Something going down. And you know how most slick motherfuckers is, especially if they know motherfuckers don't like each other, they gonna try to fuck one on the other and one in the end of the room, go back and fuck another one on the other end of the room.
You know what? That was too much. That's a man thing.
Women, shit.
That's not women.
I know why y'all women is just as shiesty as men are.
No.
Yeah.
All right. So my other question on Facebook was a little bit more of a sexual question, and
rare for you.
it also generated a bunch of comments. So I put this meme up. Do men really enjoy this? Men should tell us how they feel when we're sucking on their nipples or breasts. How do men feel about this? Do you like it? Is it something?
It's not something that I'm with. No, it's not me.
What?
It's not appealing to me.
Yo, listen. I used to mess with this guy, and he used to like actually put his boob, his man nipple, whatever you want to call it, in my mouth and rock back and forth, like he wanted me to breastfeed off of him. He asked me for it the first time.
Right.
And I did it. And that was like my first time ever being with somebody who really wanted that. I could see, while you're having sex, you're kissing, and then the woman is licking her way down, and she'll stop and lick on the nipple a little bit and maybe keep it going.
Right.
That's me. But to start from your way up and work your way half down, and then all of a sudden he wants to get straight sucked on there. To be honest with you, I'd much rather suck his nipple than his dick. But
poor guys.
That's just me. But I've done it to guys since then. Because him putting me onto this made me realize that it's might be something other guys want and are either afraid to ask for or a little ashamed of how it might look. Especially because it's supposed to be something that women are more engaged into. But I've done it, and since then I have not had any issues or any men tell me stop.
I say this. Everyone has different things that turn them on. This, for me, is just not something that turns me on. Never has. But for those individuals, yeah, some dudes like to have their neck sucked or licked or their stomachs played with or whatever. But, a nipple's a nipple. You know what I mean? If you have, sensation there and it turns you on, ladies, help your fellas out.
Let me tell you, to be 100% honest, the only time I ever really have pleasure in having my nipples played with is when I'm pregnant. Other than that, I don't have any desire at all to have, the nipples played with. And, mainly because when you're pregnant, they're very sensitive. So you like the extra lick or the extra suck on it. But other than that, I'm not really a suck on my titty type of girl.
Well, I mean, for you, because, you're heavy up there. So they probably get fucked with on a regular basis. But like I said, for those guys, and it works for you, hey, man, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. There's no, homosexual feeling or whatever. If that's a pleasure that you get or you like, cool. Just like, last week, for those dudes who like the thumb in the ass, that's you.
Yeah, I had a lot of comments, a lot of inbox messages from dudes last week on that topic, too. There's a lot more.
Oh, it is. Unfortunately, men are so fixated on the whole homosexuality situation. If you do that, you're gay. If you do this, you're gay. Nigga, you gay for fucking saying it. Shut the fuck up. If you want your woman to please you in a manner that pleases you, fellas, there's nothing wrong with that. The definition of a homosexual act or homosexual is same sex on same sex. Mm-hmm. And the G-spot is damn near in the anus, fellas. So
yes, it is.
If you feel that's something you want and you want your woman, knock yourself out, homie. Don't stop worrying about what other people feel, how other people look at you, what happens between you and the woman you're with. Now, I will say this, fellas. Make sure you damn near married. And you can truly trust this individual. Because at a barbecue, in an argument, that's why you took a dildo on the ass ain't gonna go over well for the rest of the barbecue, nigga. You might as well just leave. You know what I'm saying? But, even if you're with a person, even though when things get bad, they're not going to hit below the belt, hey, knock yourself out.
I got some comments on this post on Facebook from a few individuals. Jamal Williams, shout out to him. And I know he was watching, but he's texting me instead of commenting in chat. He said, oh, my Jesus. I can have a conversation with you right now about how useless I think men's nipples are. Shaking my head.
I mean, I say it this way. Again, it doesn't work for you. You know, again, just like ladies, you don't like your breasts played with or sucked on, whatever. It does nothing for you. Yeah, it may turn the guy on, so you're like, all right, cool, whatever. But it's not going to do anything for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where as far as other women, you know, I mean, they're like, nigga, please, hurry up. You know what I mean? Put this nipple in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's different for everybody. So, again, my man is just like me. Does nothing for me. You know, it doesn't. You know, I would rather you put my fucking dick in your balls in your fucking mouth. You know,
You know
it's
what?
just me. You know what I mean? Or lick my asshole.
I
Whatever you
seen
want
that
to do.
too. I seen that too. All this dick and balls you got here, and you want to suck on my nipple?
Yeah, so it's just more
Nah.
like, but like, again, some people like red wine, some people like white wine. Everyone's different. And like I said, don't stop being ashamed of what you're 1,000% stopping yourself from fully being satisfied sexually.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. LeBaric Hutchkins, again, he said it's a turn on.
There we go, homie.
You know what? It's funny because I think I just saw Camellia Parker.
Yeah.
She commented, she laughed, and I think I just saw her.
Yeah, she just subscribed. Thank you.
Hey, that's what's up, girl. All right. Tika Watson, she said she's just there just to watch the comments. Ellison Nunnally, he said no, thumbs down, no. He's not into it.
Here's the thing. and I'll say this. You can't tell me you're not into something if you never tried it.
Right. I agree.
I will say that.
I
everybody.
agree.
If you never tried it, then you're not into it. A lot of men won't try things again because they're worried about that whole gay stigma.
Yeah.
I was, again, many times, chick licking my ass, they gotta break your fucking jaw. I thought the chick was gonna juggle my balls by putting my legs on her shoulders. She licked my ass and it was the greatest feelings I've ever had in my life.
See that? Hey, you got to try it. Don't knock it till you try it. That's what I always say, too. Zachary Smith, shout out to him. I know he be on here sometimes. He said, nope. Dre Mack, he said he'll decline. Rodney Sweat, shout out to him. He said it feels good.
Shout out
It
to
does.
Rodney. Yeah.
Yo, it has as many nerve endings as a woman's nipple does.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Listen,
I have to do some research on that one together.
okay. All right. I believe it does. Just like...
Because ain't no man coming up with no milk lubricants to,
Oh,
you know what
my
I'm saying?
God. I'm
a
talking...
woman nipple has to have way more
I'm
sensitive.
talking about the sensitivity. And
That's what I'm saying. So, like, nerves and everything comes, that milk and everything that comes with that. You know, like, you know, it was a woman, she loved having her nipples, but she was so, like, I didn't know... She had me confused.
Mm-hmm.
There are times she wanted her nipples played with and fondled during sex, and other times she didn't.
Okay.
So I had to try, like, my whole thing was trying to see if she wanted it at the time or she didn't want it at the time. That was the biggest game.
Oh, no. I mean, if men can get cancer in their breast,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, there's
Very
gotta,
rare, but it does happen.
Yeah, there's got to be something. Something. I mean, Rodney said it feels good. He said he should say that his is like it used to be his teenage love back in the early 90s, you know, having that done to him. So,
So that's the thing, especially when he's saying teenage love, that's someone you was with 10 years plus.
yeah.
So when you with 10 years plus with someone, you got to try new shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, at the end of the day, that's the same fucking ass, the same fucking dick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit get tiring.
Yeah.
You got to try different things, try new things, get drunk together. Like I said, play around in the spot, act like I don't know each other, pick each other up. No, I'm serious. Like, you're talking about long term here. There's
Yeah.
only so many fucking back shots in this fucking world.
I know.
You got to spice it up.
I swear to God. I was trying to get my baby daddy to realize that shit. He ain't want to. So I came on the comment and I said I would think that it felt the same way for a man as it does for a woman. You know, and I also commented that I liked having my nipple sucked. But
Shout out to Craig. Craig hit it right on. Nobody really knows what they really want in the bedroom until they're with the one that takes them there. And that's, damn, homie, thank you for that.
That's what I want so bad.
Yo, that's what I tell you. There are some people, for some reason, they may not be the prettiest in the world to everybody, but to you, it's something about that motherfucker that does it for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, it was this one chick, she didn't have the greatest body, but her fucking legs went for years. And she just, she started my shoe fetish. You know what I mean? She would always put nice little, like that was her thing. She would put nice little shoes. She would come to the bedroom. I'm like, Lord have mercy, bring them legs here. You know what I mean? So there was something that did something for you. Mm-hmm. And it's not just, all right, she got a fat ass. Everybody got ass, you know what I mean? But something about that chick, whether it was a tattoo in the right place or, you know, a color eyes, the shape of her eyes, it just did it for you. Yeah. And all you wanted was head, like, bitch, look at me.
I swear to God, I wish I could see him sometimes, man. His little facial expressions he making his jackass, so he is too much. All right. Carmilla went on to say, as a stud woman, she doesn't have it done enough to her. So I said...
stud woman, she got to break that down.
She's a stud. Like a...
Oh, she's a...
lesbian.
She's not... Lesbians don't exist. We keep having this conversation.
She's a stud. The new word
She's the male role.
Yes.
Okay.
So I asked her if she liked it, and she says she does. She loves the fuck out of it.
That's
communication.
She's
gotta let them know.
One of the rare individuals in the I forgot the lesbian. Well, it's not lesbian. I keep saying that. In the gay community.
That's what it stands for. Lesbian, gay, bisexual.
Gay, yeah. Lesbians don't exist. We always have fun. No, because the male roles, a lot of the individuals don't want to be reminded that they're a female. Mm-hmm. You know, they're living the lifestyle, they're dressing like a male, they're living their life, and we always talk about, you ever have some that will, you know, wear their strap on around the streets just to have that print. So a lot of them don't want to be touched because they don't really be reminded that they are a female. Mm-hmm. So the fact that, you know, Camilla still wants that, shout out to you, yo. You like, I am what I am, but at the end of the fucking day, I want a fucking nut.
That's it. Shout out. Donald Purcell says, and he likes it. Hassan Ali, he says he really likes it a lot. Raymond Peoples, he said it sucks, literally. Thumbs down. Joe Mary says, I think my man likes it because if he didn't, he would have been told me. Yeah. I mean, it depends on how she been with him for a minute.
Well, I always tell people this, like, don't listen to what people tell you. If you have to ask somebody if you were good, you wasn't. Plain and simple. People will tell you with their movements, their sounds, the things they do afterwards. Like if you break somebody off, they go get a wet rag and dry you off. You did a good job. Mm-hmm.
I agree with you on that.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you put in work and y'all just laying in that wet spot breathing, then you put in some work. I'm serious. Not many people are willing to lay in the wet spot. You know what I'm saying? Just like straight out or whatever. But you know, if you have to ask the individual if you put in work, that's a problem.
You talk about laying in the wet spot. And I see you got a beard. Fellas, be considerate to the woman, okay? After you come from down there eating it out and shit, wipe your beard off.
Fuck no.
I do not want that cold cum dripping on my body.
It's yours. If you don't want your...
That's nasty.
That's why I tell women all the time. If you go down to your man and you try to kiss him, he won't kiss you.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's a problem. Same thing vice versa, man. You go down to your woman, you go to kiss her, she won't kiss you. That's a problem.
I just don't want that nasty wet shit dripping on my chest.
It's your shit. Fuck that.
It's cold.
If you could, see, that's funny as hell. You won't want your shit on, but you'll let a nigga nut on you. Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, listen, some shit is kind of like fucked up right there.
There's not enough nothing on it. Obviously, there be nothing in it. Danny Reynoso said he liked it. Casey Johnson, he said, mm-hmm. Damon Scott, he said, no, it depends on who's doing it.
And that's what I'm telling you, like, just like we always talk on this show, just because someone passes their mouth over a penis or a clit don't mean they know what the fuck they doing.
Yeah, you know what.
Serious. It's called sucking a dick. You know what I mean? Or like click, like you have to lick the clit, but the clit isn't the whole fucking vagina, fellas. Like you have to play with the lips. You got to stick your tongue in there. You got to put that hands up that ass. You got to lift that shit up. And I always say, fellas, the best way to eat at, and ladies too, best way to eat a girl out is with her on her all fours. Sorry.
Really? Listen, I really only just give a shit about clitoral stimulation. So for that,
You ain't never had a nigga eat you off in the back when you was on fours. Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
You too much. You know what? Goals. 2019 goals.
There's so much to play with.
Wow. Yeah, no.
You had your
I've
ass
never...
grabbed, bitten, scratched. There's so much he could do. Like, it's all there.
Shit.
Where do I start?
Yeah. No, I ain't never had that done before. But it's definitely something that I may want to look into, especially with this new revelation.
There you go.
Man Holloway, he said it's cool, but it's not his favorite thing in the world. But he said he'll let me do it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, because that's what a lot of people fail to realize. When you're in a relationship with somebody, there may be something that the person you with really is into. And it's not that you're not into it, you're just not big on it. Mm-hmm. So you have to allow the person you with to, you know, have their little fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Try something different.
Yeah.
Rodney Sweat, he said it's more passionate. I agree with that.
Well, I mean, that's it. Like, it's like fellas, like, other than a quickie, because, like, you already know where it's going to go. Like, if you take your girl, you throw her against the wall in a sexual way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She know what it is. She going to splash automatically. She's like, this nigga about to rough me the fuck up.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But, you know, for those situations where we're talking about playing whatever, man, yeah, you got to put in foreplay, fellas. You got to, ladies, you got to, you know, kiss, you know, touch, suck. You got to put on a nice little show for that person. Mm-hmm. It ain't just, here's the pussy, I'm naked, why you not hard? Bitch, I done seen you naked for 10 fucking years.
You got to get it up there. And the same thing for the men.
Same thing for fellas, too. Oh, shit. It's a dick. I'm so wet. No, nigga, come over here and suck this pussy.
Exactly. You got to do something. That's why I used to hate when my baby father would be like, yo, you want to fuck? First of all, it's going to get you longer to try to get in there because I'm not even turned on by that shit.
Fuck out of here. If you got to ask your girl if you want to fuck, nigga, you supposed to be taking that pussy.
Oh, my God. You know why? Because Kara Jones is the type that will roll over and act like she didn't hear you say a goddamn word.
She got to just ask Michelle. She gets raped all the time.
Yo, you know what? Damn, Michelle.
In a good way. I ain't talking about aggressive. I'm aggressive dude. I take shit. I don't ask.
No. It might be a time and a place where it's just not right where it's supposed to be. And
I ain't doing nothing crazy when I'm up, but like when I'm in that mood, like she know because I got the look on my face.
See, I miss that look, man. From like just the look that guys give you is I gotta get my shit together. I can't wait. 5 weeks. 5. Maurice Love says he thinks it's cute. He said it's returning the favor, but it does feel kind of weird. Christian Simon said, why not? If she wants to, let her. Bobby Booty, he said, absolutely, not too much though. Javon said no, it's a no for him. Wilma said, haven't met or been with a man that doesn't like it. One demanded it and was even, it was what set him off the rocket. Like it turned him on.
There we go. She knows his spot. So she gonna, you know, make sure she pleasures him.
F.L. Hoffa said, bite that shit. Leroy Williams said, yes. Stephen Gonzalez says, well, as long as you are doing it, I already love it. David Wise says, if your man has breasts, never mind. And that was that was the one who had the weird comment on the other one, too.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, men have breasts.
Yes,
some niggas
they
in shape,
do.
some not. It's still breasts. Sorry. It's a chest. Sorry. It's titties. Pecs, whatever you want to call them.
Pegs. Listen, women, try new things with your men. If you've not ever tried to suck on his nipple before, let tonight be the night that is something that you try. It could be something that he's wanted for a long time that he felt uncomfortable about asking you for.
Know the person you're with, people. I'm just gonna say this. Know the person you're with.
The only thing is going to maybe spark, if you've been with that person for a long time, is some curiosity as to why now is something you want to do.
That you gotta be careful with that. When you try new things in the bed, the first thing that goes through a lot of people's mind is who else you been fucking.
No, a man who avoids trying to hop in the bed with a woman, the first thing that comes to our mind is who the fuck you been fucking.
fuck
if you
outta
want to
here.
try
if you,
something
if you
new,
if you're with a person and y'all still having sex on a regular basis, and this nigga pulls a position out he ain't never pulled before,
There's
first
porno?
thing going through your mind, no, I'm sorry. First thing going through your mind is not what porno did he just see. First thing going through your mind is, especially depending on what position he puts you in. If you're a thick girl, he puts you in a little girl position, you're gonna start thinking shit.
yeah, you know what? That's the insecure woman. I'm gonna believe that you were watching some porno and got some new pointers and tips.
As
from
usual,
watching-
K lying to y'all motherfuckers on hit. Now.
Yeah. Yo, here's the best.
K going through a nigga phone immediately. As soon as he go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I need somebody to pay attention to all the times Truth be throwing little jabs at me. I already said I was gonna meet him downstairs. We fighting after the show. Yo, I get him all the time from him. But seriously, that's the first thing I'm gonna think. I've been trying to train my mind and to teach myself to be more positive about the way I see things. And as a Virgo, one of the first things a lot of us always tend to do is want to jump to conclusions about things and then be dead ass wrong. And then when we're dead ass wrong, we're then sitting someplace by ourselves in deep ass thought, you know, over a situation that could have been thought about a little bit longer. So I always thought that might have been one of my issues in relationships, and said that was going to be something that I changed this year.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to work, but, you know,
Hey.
try not to be so negative. He was watching porno.
Fellas, like, don't get your moves from pornos. I'm sorry. And this is what I'm saying for you may not get the reaction that girl got out.
Right. Well, listen.
And I don't care what these chicks is taking. A lot of these young ladies in pornos are faking. It's for the camera.
Listen.
It's to make to sell CDs. You know what I mean? Every guy wants to feel that he's plowing the shit out of a girl, or that he's that person that took her to. No, like, again, everyone's different. You have to know the person you're dealing with. I don't care. Just because she got a fat ass don't mean she can take dick.
I will.
But every chick with an overbite could put just about anything in her mouth. Just putting that out there.
You know what? And automatically, I think of one of my good friends with a fucking. Yeah, you know what? I will say this. I was watching Pornhub the other day.
Right.
And I was watching pregnancy pornos just to get an idea of on some moves that these women that were 9 months pregnant were doing. Yo, these women was taking dick, and you know that's amateur. I couldn't believe pregnancy porno was that. I can't do half of that shit that they doing on there.
Well, again, you're
So sad.
we're looking at a lot of these girls are getting $5,000-$10,000 to take that dick. So a lot of chicks who, like, I remember it was this one chick. She had she was married to a porn star. And this nigga was hung, and she always said it was hard doing scenes with her man.
Mm-hmm.
Or men that were as big as her man, because she isn't able to take very, very large penises well.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be able to tell with her on the screen. She's like, it's acting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's acting. But she avoided.
Yeah.
If she could, she didn't want very large penises. But again, I want to sell DVDs. I want you to sell or get downloads or whatever it is, as many down because I was in that film. It sold that much. That next director's gonna want me.
Yeah. It's crazy how the business works, man. So crazy how the porno business works. But anyway, you guys, that is my show for today. Yeah, I'm pretty much taking it week by week. I came in
She
today.
don't know when her voice gonna break.
Word, man. Like, swear to God, I'm sitting here having one of the biggest contractions right now. And I've been having it for probably about 2 minutes. But it come and go. And the good thing about having as many kids as I do is that I know when, this one is going to be the one. And this one
God's
right
gonna
here.
be walking down the steps and her water gonna break. As she said she want that business outside.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go. I have 3 weeks left. St. Patrick's Day can't come any sooner. I can't wait to meet my little guy. Cannot wait to show you guys.
You do C-sections or natural birth?
All natural.
The hell, that shit ain't gonna come when you want it to come.
I hope so.
Now we want them like bring it on to like early May, some shit. We just want that.
My God, yo.
I'm just fucking with you.
I couldn't imagine. He's already almost 7 pounds. And that was like 3 weeks ago. I got to go back next week and have another ultrasound. So we'll see how that goes. But he can come at any time now, and I'm ready. I got the crib up. Everything is ready. Clothes washed.
Real quick, Guy Simone says, I think I'm doing it right. I know she put B there instead of A. Let me know if I'm wrong. How do you suggest the subject is approached? She was like, I'm a Virgo too.
Hey.
Virgos are some freaky ass motherfuckers. Just want to tell you that right now.
Yes, we are.
There's some openly free sexual person. I would say know the person you're with. If they're like super gets certain things, I would say you would want to conversate first. Or during a nice little session, start high, start to come down, and see how they react to it. And if he's giving you good feelings, then all right. No, don't go straight into it the first time. Give it, a good 10 to 15 seconds, and then go on. And that way, that person will let you know what their body, like, if a person, hold on, that, like, in a good way, like, oh, shit, feel I ain't have in a while, or I've never had before. That lets you know that that's something that person might be into. But if they're like, yo, what's up? Like,
listen, as a Virgo, I'm going to give you advice from one Virgo to the next. We own shit. We do shit and we own shit. So do it and start to do it and be honest and blunt about it and confident about it. And I guarantee you're going to know from right then and there the way he feels about it. And then whether or not it should be something that's done again. Don't even talk to him about it. Have enough confidence in what you do to automatically know that, you know what, fuck that. He liked it. Because that's, we're really sure of ourselves. We're sure of ourselves type of people.
And like I said, if God gets you a black eye,
no,
you know what's on her.
Have that confidence. Have that confidence.
Confident. But again, like I said, just know. But don't, again, people, if you're with someone long term, you have to, think about it. At the end of the day, it's the same over and over again. Try new things.
Yeah.
But yes, if you satisfy somebody, yes, you satisfy someone.
Yeah.
But yes, every once in a while, you got to pull something out. I don't care if you just rent a hotel room for one day, for the weekend, or something different. Save
That's
up.
dope.
You know what I mean? You got to, again, spice, different.
Listen,
something that's, hey.
A lot of people are getting their income taxes this upcoming week.
You'll be broke in a minute. Motherfuckers get that income tax and be broke the next fucking day.
Shit.
All these income taxes, motherfucker. I tell a person right now, what does your child's college fund look like? And motherfuckers get quiet.
Hell, listen, I definitely get quiet. My parents ain't have shit saved up for me for college. Every time I've paid for it myself on my own.
No, I'm talking about for your kids though. Like,
no, they're not. They want to go to college. Guess what? You better play a sport, or you better keep your grades up and get a scholarship.
Income tax. Real thing about it. Real talk. On a different subject. If you take every income tax you've gotten because you have kids, we're talking about hundreds of grand, $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if someone gave you that $100,000 all at one time, as individuals, we have to come up with better ways to save.
Mm-hmm.
To save. Like your oldest is what?
20.
So you've been getting income taxes for at least 15, 16, 17 years.
10 years, because me and his father split every year.
Right, so 10 years, and you have multiple kids.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at that, you've been getting at least a good 8 to 10 grand every year for 10 years. I'm just saying. That's $80,000.
Listen.
So people, like I said, just put a little something for the kids.
Yeah.
College funds, education. You know what I mean? Because I tell you one thing, I tell my son to this day and my daughter, as soon as they're 18, I got a spot for you.
Yeah. That's good.
You got a spot. You're going to have to maintain that motherfucker, but I'll get it for you.
That's good. I actually won a lawsuit back in 2009. And with the money that I got from that lawsuit for discrimination, I was able to put $8,000 into each one of my kids at the time that I had. And at that time, I had only just had 5. I was able to put, and it's liquid, so it grows with them, and they'll have that.
That's what I'm
That's
talking
the
about.
oldest 5 kids. The,
But that's
the
what I'm
little
saying.
ones.
But look at the end of the day, even if you took $500 every fucking year around income tax, and you get that till they hit about, 16, 17, till they start working, whatever. So at the end of the day, that's 15 years you could claim your child.
Yeah,
You multiply $500.
yeah,
Your kid got a nice little starter pack, people.
absolutely. Think about it. Think about it, y'all. Can't be out here having these kids if we can't afford them.
Don't even get me started.
Shut up. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to this week's edition of Grown Talk with Goddess. We'll see you next week, 7-ish. I'm going to try to...
Next week, 4.
Oh, 4?
It's the first Saturday.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Yo, what the fuck? We just did this last week.
It went quick.
Okay, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock next Saturday.
No, that was another event. Sorry, but
Yeah.
this is the first Saturday we have the comedy show at the Blackjack Mulligans in Secaucus.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, the show will be at 4 p.m. Next week, y'all.
Make sure you guys tune in. I don't know what we're going to talk about yet, but I'll post it on Facebook so you guys can talk about it a little bit before we get here and listen out for your shout out.
All right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good night. Everybody be safe.
Substance, bring it on by. I really want nothing but a good time. I really can't stress this enough. I always gotta keep it at a buck. I rather have money than lust, but I'ma look twice if she got a big butt. I have a hard time with trust. Part-time love is a new fine drug. It's okay, I'ma fill my cup. It's okay, I'ma still turn up. Pull up, girl, get married, why? You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, get married, why? I love the dancing, I love the night. Pull up, girl, get married, why? You love the dancing, you love the fight. Pull up, girl, get married, why? I love the dancing.